in these next examples, we're going to be talking about the relative maximum and the relative minimum. And basically, what a relative maximum and a relative minimum is in its most simplest form. I mean, there's some more complicated and nerdy definitions, but basically when a function increases and then it decreases at the maximum y value right here, or really at that coordinate point at that x and that y, we're going to call that a relative maximum. So again, when you go from left to right, when it increases and then decreases, you can see how it creates this hill right here. The maximum y value that this reaches is going to be called the relative maximum. And then down over here, when your graph decreases and then it increases, it creates like a little basket right here or something like that, but like a little seat. And the lowest y value is called a relative minimum. This is our relative minimum, the lowest y value right here. Okay, and this is going to be the highest y value. So we're going to find the relative maximums and minimums using our graphing calculator. So go ahead and get those guys out. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to graph this guy right here. F of x equals 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. And we're going to find the relative minimums. And then over here, we're going to find the minimums and the maximums right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this in our graphing calculator. And I kind of already done that right here. I actually put both of them in. And what you can do is that if you go over where the equal sign is, and then if you press enter, that will then graph both of them at the same time. But if you only want one graph, just go back over the equal sign, press enter, and then now it's only going to graph just the one there. Okay, so once you've put 3x squared minus 2x minus 1 in, go ahead and press the graph button. And there it is. We're going to have our quadratic. So we want to find this minimum right here. Okay, again, when you're dealing with the max or minimum, you only are looking for the y value. Not really the coordinate point per se, but you want just the y value. That tells you the max or min. So if you want to find this, what we're going to do is that we're going to go to the calculate button. So that means you're going to press seconds and then calculate. Okay, second and then calculate. And see where it says max or min? So it makes sense, right? So we're going to find the minimum. So go ahead and press 3. Okay, and notice that this says left bound. Okay, so left bound means put this blinking cursor to the left of the minimum. So maybe like I may tab over a little bit, and that most definitely is to the left of this minimum point, and then press enter. Then it wants a right bound point. Tab over so that our blinking cursor is to the right of the minimum. And like it doesn't matter how close you have it or how far, as long as it's to the right, it's fine. Once you have that, press enter. Now it wants you to guess. And you know what? This part really doesn't matter. You can just press enter right now, or if you want to actually guess, like it looks like it's about like right here. But you could just press enter, and then bam, there it is. This is our y value, and this is our x value. So our minimum right here, this point right here, our minimum would have been negative 1.3 with the bar on top right there. Or negative 1 and 1/3, right? Because the 1/3 is what you get this 0.33333 right there. Okay, so that's the minimum.
If you're on campus, please go to the
A little announcement here in school. Okay, and now let's go ahead and, now that we found the minimum there, let's go ahead and graph negative x cubed plus x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight, actually I'm going to unhighlight the 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. I'm going to uncheck that, and I'm going to highlight the negative x cubed plus x. And that's what it looks like right here, but I'll make a big screen and graph. Okay, so this one, as you can see, has both a minimum and a maximum. All right, so let's go ahead and find those guys. Again, you're going to press the second calculate button, and then you're going to go to, let's do the minimum first. So press number 3. So go to the left of this guy right here, to the left. Which I'll go about like right there. Press enter. Now go to the rights. Now about like right there to the right. Press enter. Again with the guess, just press enter. That's not all that important at all. And bam. This one doesn't come out to be a nice number, so this guy right here, the minimum value would be negative 0.3849. You could just go and write that down for the minimum. And then if you want to find the maximum, again, press the second calculate button and choose the fourth option, which is maximum. So it says go to the left. I'm just going to go right here because this blinking cursor is to the left of the maximum right here. So press enter. I'm going to go to the rights of the maximum. Press enter. And the guess, whatever, because it always calculated for us, and it's 3.849. And so actually, one was a positive 0.3849, and this one down here was a negative 0.3849. Okay? So that's how you use your graphing calculator to find the max and mins.